Hey, this is Life, Tech, and Sundry. Join Alan, Marcos, and Josue, the hosts of LTS. Follow us at LT Sundry on Twitter, LTS.pod on Instagram, Life, Tech, and Sundry on YouTube, and all your favorite podcast distribution services. Stay frosty.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the latest installment of the LTS podcast. We don't know if it's going to be an out of office just yet, but right now, it's a regular LTS. You won't know if this is a regular one or not in post, thanks to the magic of post-production. So, right now, it's going to be the fantastic duo, Mr. J.
You already did, imagine.
And myself.
And me. The mythical, the magical, the wonderful Marcos.
Kono Dio. This is not. But yeah. So right now, the things that we've been talking about is
aliens.
For example, smartphones. You know, they've been announcing as of the recording of this podcast, it's already been live, but the smartphone
Samsung
of
because everything else is really
Smack Smug of Samsung.
No, Samsung.
Ohio. No wait.
That's Japanese.
What's the one? Onyo Sayon. Onions on sale. So yeah, what's
close
the
enough.
scoop with the? Yes, close enough. What's the latest and greatest on Samsung front, Mr. J?
You tell me, Marcos.
Well, I know.
I'll tell you anyway, though.
Go for it.
So, they have released a new and wonderful Marcos 2.0.
Me, you know you say.
Imagine. No. They released the Galaxy S24 lineup. And with that, they released the normal S24, the S24 Plus, and of course the S24 Ultra. Let's sip my water there real quick.
I don't think they do differentiate it that way still.
Here you go. It's right here.
I have receipts.
I have receipts, Marcos. Here, I'll show you. What the hell?
What happened?
Yeah,
Spam?
There you go.
Hey!
I have receipts here.
Oh, good.
There you go.
Alan
See?
has arrived.
I like
Galaxy
receipts.
S24, Galaxy S24 Plus, and then in big bold letters, Galaxy S24 Ultra. They don't even have it here. They're like, no. This requires its own page. So there you go, Marcos.
And now with this statement, what are the differences generationally
Bagels.
speaking? Oh, yeah, scooped or unscooped?
What? How dare you?
What? Yeah, exactly.
What? But yeah, like obviously, there's some generational differences, and I feel like we
About scooped and unscooped?
No, I think we'll agree that scooped is it's like an
It's
insult
a
to bagels,
blasphemy.
right?
I feel
Yeah.
offensed over here.
Offense, big offense. But yeah, what else? But yeah, so with smartphone wise, I feel like in this sense, what's the chipset or processor, if you will, that they're promoting with this smartphone?
It's the latest and greatest my Schmeat. No.
Dang boy.
No. It's the they don't have a big. Well, anyway, I'm gonna share this one. The Galaxy, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. It's like the Galaxy Snapdragon,
The snapback, no?
basically. But yeah, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, and I don't think they have it here on their website.
What can you elaborate with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3? It used to be 800, 700. They went back to the simpler numbers. Why?
Yes, because numbers are complicated.
Yes.
So
yes,
the fewer
agreed.
they are, the better.
Yes, but now
Marcos.
understanding from the 800 series, the 700, the 899, they forgot about that and started again the 8 series. Is there a specific reason besides branding? What's the features that it has now?
It has generations.
Yeah, but Gen 3. Yeah, but what's baked into the hardware?
So, okay, in this one,
On the white
We
sheet
have-
paper, yeah.
We have generative AI excellence,
Yes.
premium level performance,
Yes.
intelligent capture,
Excellent.
console-defying gaming features,
Magnanimous.
studio quality audio everywhere,
And Blue Eyes White Dragon.
limitless connectivity.
Luminosity.
And yeah, that's it.
The thick.
I mean, can you? thickness,
The thing
the
is,
thickest chipset you've ever seen. It's probably not even. It's probably smaller.
8 millimeters.
No, isn't it smaller?
the
I know.
thinness. The thinness.
Sorry, the thinness. Sorry, the thinnest. Why are we worried about making it thinner and thinner? Like, are we in the generation where all the chips are anorexic?
I don't know. You tell
No.
me, Marcos.
I'm asking. I'm the one asking. How am I supposed to tell if I'm asking?
Aren't they trying to fit the most in like the smallest package in order for you to fit other things like bigger batteries?
The thing that I heard from two, for example, spoiler alert. I think all three of us on this recording, including Alan, say hi to the people, Alan. By the way, if you
Hello.
we all three of us have the S22 Ultra, right?
No.
Oh.
I have the S25G.
Okay. Host Mr. J.
I have the Galaxy.
Yes. I
The
have
Galactic.
The Ultra Supreme Mega Thanos Beater 2000,
The clapback.
aka Galactus 3.0.
Imagine that's the full name when we look it up on the Bluetooth
I
display.
have the Samsung Ultra 25.
I heard that the battery is like, for example, I have the S22 Ultra. It has a 5,000 milliamp battery, and the S24 also has a 5,000 milliamp battery. What does the S10 have? Alan, does it have a? What's
I don't have an S10. I wish I had an S10, I guess.
S20, the S20.
Well, the only feature that of note that I can share with you guys is its expandable memory. Like I still have the phone or the last iteration of the Note family that you're able to add up to 1 gigabyte of
1 gigabyte.
I'm sorry, my apologies.
What?
1 terabyte of expandable memory.
I'm like, what? 1 gigabyte?
I did a back.
That would have been something in 2007.
Maybe
2008.
99.
2007. What?
Yeah, so mine can still upgrade, or you can add a 1 terabyte chipset or chip
Yeah.
of expandable memory.
Yeah, external hard. Yeah.
And I think it's the last Note of its kind. They haven't produced any more Notes. You can get pens with your phone, your Galaxies, but mine is still the Note series, or the last Note series that they produced. So I want to say maybe 4 generations in the past. So I need to make an upgrade at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But
did you have
I
you
think it's
felt-
5 now, isn't it?
It probably is 5 because I'm going off of 20. So if I'm 20 and this is already 4, it would probably be 4 generations. But if,
Oh yeah.
no,
Can
but
you
you're
compare
probably
it
right.
right there
It
on the
might be
screen now?
5.
Mr. J?
What happened?
You think you can compare the hardware specs between the Note 20 versus the S24?
No.
No. Oh, damn. There's no comparison feature.
Here, no, because they don't have the Note 20 anymore.
Yeah, they don't have it there anymore. They probably stopped at your phone, actually, at your version.
I had the S9, the Note 9 back in the day.
Mm,
That's my last Note.
mm.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, the specs on my phone are great for what it was when I bought it, but I need this new AI chipset, bro. I need to ask it the most, like, yo, when is Dunkin' Donuts gonna be ready with my order?
Oh, so it looks like it has a 4500 milliamp battery.
Which one? The 24?
The Note 20,
Oh,
and the Note 20 is technically a 0.1 inch bigger.
giggity.
Exactly.
Hey, yo,
But of course, we have
that's because of the curved screen, no?
Probably.
It might be,
Yeah.
but I think they do have more RAM, has a higher front camera resolution,
The Note
and the Note 24.
The S24.
So the S24.
I don't know the specs. I know that it's this model, and it doesn't have a pen either. I think, right?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Okay. What else? The battery. The battery. What about the battery?
I said it.
I think it's 5,000 probably now.
Yeah, the S24 is 5,000.
Oh, but how? How can it fit more in a smaller package? That's my question. What's the science? Like,
Better
smaller
chipset.
chipset. It compensated for that, 500 milliamp battery.
Yes.
and the materials, right? It's different. The S20, the Note 20, Ultra is
S24?
aluminum. Yeah, no, the S20
I thought it was
No,
titanium
Note 20.
chassis, no?
is aluminum or steel?
The Note 20, yeah, it's aluminum, I think.
Aluminum. Okay.
Aluminium, my friends. Aluminium.
For the
Aluminum.
British people out there,
Damn. And the S24 is
titanium. I use a
Okay.
titanium chassis.
I need that. What's it called? What would Flossie Carter call it? The Uber metal? No, he.
what?
I didn't even see it that part yet.
Nah, I think he would call it the. What's the metal that they use for?
Vibranium?
Not vibranium. There's another one.
Adamantium.
Yes, that's what he would call it, right?
That's the Wolverine one.
Yeah, that's what he would call his phone, the adamantium.
But adamantium is technically a watered down version of vibranium, if I'm not mistaken.
Really? You're
Yeah,
probably right,
vibranium
bro.
is technically stronger.
Yes.
But allegedly, the lore on both ends, on the lore of how Wolverine was, according to the movies, is that they went to Africa to pick up some meteor from a village where they murdered everyone, and Wolverine just said, "I'm out" during that moment, and technically, it was a piece of vibranium.
But that's I think that's
according to the movies.
No, yeah. I'm trying to remember because I know there's two different types of vibranium, one from Africa and then the other one from Antarctica, if I'm not mistaken. And then you have right, and then you have uber metal that's from it's like a special magical metal. It's like more accepting of magic or whatever.
Yeah,
and then
it's magical. I'm not
magical
Marvel.
metal.
I'm not Marvel.
I think it's the magic that is that
think
Mjolnir
that's-
is made with.
Right. The Thor's hammer. Yeah, uber metal.
Damn. Yeah, I'm not into the. I don't follow that deeply the lore. I'm only basing myself off the movies that I remember off the top of my head.
Basing off of Flossie Carter and his phones.
But yeah, and I'm gonna roast the titanium now because, again, once Apple does something, I feel like everyone else follows, and I low key respect it, but I'm not with it. Okay, I
So what
respect.
you're saying is you're Loki.
I quietly respect it, but I loudly want
Disrespect
to
it.
roast it, if you will, because like realistically speaking, aluminium is one of the most abundant. Aluminium is one of the most abundant metals on the planet versus titanium. Why? It's better engineering wise. It's way better, right? I'm not gonna deny that part, but just the logistics to sustain that amount of production. Where are you gonna get it? Unless you want to sustain the prices, or there's some huge back end stuff that I'm not aware of.
Maybe it's just because it feels better in the hand. Ladies, holla at me.
But you know what I'm trying to say though, like, why are you guys shooting yourself on the foot unless you have a specific, it sustains its value more economically speaking?
No, I'm pretty sure it's just because it feels heavier in the hand, ladies.
No. Lord Jesus, you need Jesus.
Yes, I have Jesus.
He's like heavy as the hand that wields it.
Yes. No, but I think it is. I think aluminum is just a lot lighter, and I guess so you perceive things to be of better quality when they're heavier, and aluminum tends to be a lot lighter, especially for the chassis of the phone. So if you use titanium as a premium type of material for the chassis of the phone, it tends to be a lot heavier. Maybe not a lot more heavier, but it might be a substantial difference when you hold it side by side. And maybe that's what they were going for.
What's the weight on it, alleged, according to the promo sheet?
I have no idea. This is just me
Versus the
guessing
20. No,
why
20
they did that.
Ultra? Alan, you have the 20 Ultra?
Yeah, I have the Galaxy 20
No.
Ultra 5G. Again, I stress the 5G part because it's that's what the title says.
It's on the label. It's on the receipt. It's on.
That's just
I
on the
agree.
box.
I didn't. Mhm.
It's on the box. So I mean, my phone, I don't know how heavy it is
Doesn't even
compared to. Yeah, I don't remember the weight on my phone, but I mean, it feels pretty heavy compared to my Note 8.
That heavy.
Está heavy. Ya tú sabes, está heavy.
Mr.
But-
Tiger.
Yes, Tony. Tigger is
So
his
it
name.
says 8.22 ounces is the S24 Ultra.
What about the Note 20 Ultra 5G?
I don't know.
I mean, they should be the same, shouldn't they? If it's
I don't
5G
know.
or not.
The 5G gives it that little extra
Oh,
weight.
7.34 ounces.
Oh damn! Alan was
A
you know,
whole
for the
ounce
win.
bigger.
For the win, Mr. Allen.
Umangus? Yes.
Ladies,
What do you mean? No, the S24 is bigger.
It's heavy.
that's what
Yeah,
he was
it's heavy.
saying. That's what Alan was saying.
Marcos, look at me. Look at me.
Ah,
The heavy.
Titanium.
the heavy. Ladies, no man.
You know the procedures.
Line them up,
Right. Knock them down.
tip to tip.
Hey, yo.
Pause.
But besides the weight difference, I don't know if it has anything else to do with maybe like how cool the phone stays, or while in
here's
use.
some benefits. Yes.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if aluminum is better heat resistant, or
There's some
Right.
data for that.
I don't know. But also the actual the frame of the body, it's a lot more boxier. The curved edges for the screen are ultimately gone. It's much more flat, as far as I could tell. I don't know. I haven't checked out the speaker specs, but hopefully it's a lot louder, a lot clearer. I don't know how many.
Bassier, maybe.
The pixel density on the screen, or the real
Or the
estate it takes
brightness.
up. The brightness, I heard it's, I don't know how many nits brighter. So that might be a definite plus. So Samsung has the best screens on cell phones, period, compared to a lot of other phones. What's interesting to me, or what's going to be interesting to me, is how long the battery is going to last. Obviously, use by use case for different people, but I'm guessing the chipset is going to have to do a lot with how long the battery will last, how intelligent it's going to be in saving or conserving energy, and how I don't know if they've gone up in dust and water resistance. Like, I don't know if the IPX has gone up from like last year's models, but it might be interesting to see what's good. I mean, especially since nowadays you might be just minding your own business, and then out of nowhere, while you're on a plane, 30, 100 miles up in the air, your window just explodes, and then your phone flies out. You end up finding your phone miles away from your destination. So that might be something they can check off on the to-do list, right? How plane resistant and fall resistant your phone is.
Has the phone fallen and can it get up?
Right, exactly.
Now, what's the story here, Alan? I feel like you got a story time with Alan.
Oh,
Go.
do I?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so I don't have the article per se like in front of me. I'll definitely look it up. So a couple of weeks back, I want to say like around when Mr. J was visiting, a story came out maybe a couple days after, where in a United Airlines flight, the emergency window from that plane like flew out because of apparently there was insufficient, on Boeing's behalf, there was insufficient monitoring, or like how would you explain this? When you test something's I forgot the word that they use. There's a term for it where they go through checklist if something is working properly, and they didn't go through that checklist, and it was very apparent when they were flying the plane from point A to point B. That emergency window flew off, and everybody had to put those emergency air masks, and some people's stuff flew out the window. In case in point, this iPhone flew out the window and fell from that height and landed in a field somewhere in the US, and miraculously the phone did not explode, break, or anything. They found it still with dongle, or the little charging lightning port still connected, I believe, or Type-C port, whatever, and it fell from that height. It didn't break. There was no wear or tear, or there was no how would you put it? There was no breakage or crack or anything on the phone. It seemed to be intact. And a lot of people, especially the people that manufacture cell phone cases, were really intrigued about the story, because obviously it would have been great PR for their company, as far as knowing if it was their case that the phone was placed in order for them to be like, hey, listen, our phone case is the best, and the proof is in the pudding, where it fell from the Mile High Club, and it didn't shatter. So that would have been their lane. They could lay a claim to being the best in the industry because the phone didn't shatter.
Best PR.
Yeah, basically, and that's what happened a couple of days. And again, I'm going off of memory. I don't have the article in front of me, or a article that explains it. But if I can find something, I'll definitely.
I'm sharing screen.
Oh, are you? Oh, bro, good looking out. Yes. So yeah, that's basically what happened.
Second phone found. No door yet that blew out. They found the phones first and the door
later, eh? Well, I'm guessing because of the GPS on the phone.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like like you were saying, the charging thing got ripped off the whatever cable it was on the original charging device, and then it stayed on the phone itself.
Right. Oh yeah. So I think this is the term. The quality control for Boeing was lacking, and this is one of the reasons why it got penalized. So, or not even just penalized, but partially treated by the, I don't know who's the branch of the government that has to regulate that, but yeah, they're probably gonna have to pay quite a bit of money to the airplane companies. And
I found the image of the phone.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Good. Please share. Oh, yes.
There we go.
There it is. And here's a little nib of the
That's not
the
the
wire.
That's not the iPhone 15, is it?
It could be.
No, not sure.
There was more than one phone found right now, I think, from that flight.
Yeah, you're probably right.
There were 2 of them found, but no door yet, according to their recordings.
I mean,
Yeah, it says right here.
had the
Both of
phone
them
had,
iPhone?
I guess it had the phone had AI, it probably would have known better and brought a better parachute, right?
Well, it is in SOS mode.
It's still on airplane mode, right? I think they found it still in airplane mode.
I don't know. According to here, it says SOS.
The phone is like, help,
Basically.
help. I need some help. Oh, he needs some milk.
There they are. When they
Give
found
him,
it.
I'm okay. Give
Here's the
him
guy.
some Robitussin.
This is Marcos here, no?
Oh no, no sir.
He's like, oh, car ran over my legs. I can't walk. Oh, you can't walk. Let me call the
What kind
manager.
of case is on that bad boy?
I'm pretty sure it's a Spigen.
It has to be.
Tough armor.
But did Alaska refund the $70 baggage fee? Was it Alaska or was it
No, I'm pretty
United?
sure it might have been a United. I'm not
There was
quite
some
sure.
stuff with Alaska Airlines as well.
Maybe it was Alaska. I don't know. Again, don't trust me. Trust reputable sources like
We're just
Marcos.
here for the scoop and story.
Just like Marcos. Trust Marcos, not me.
Oh no, it was Alaska.
Was it Alaska?
Yeah.
Crazy.
The phone's like, it's cold up there. Let me just, jump out right now. We'll have a chance.
Basically.
That's crazy. Your phone falling from that height.
You can
There
say
it
it
is.
fell off, but it didn't break.
Yeah, exactly. But in the pictures, it seems to be that it fell in the field, so it wasn't like concrete or like asphalt or something like that. It
Hey,
was.
look at this.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just-
crazy. You imagine you're
Yeah,
sitting
even
there.
even
and
the
you're-
mask came out.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah, I think they had to put it on because the
30,000.
Air pressure was
the air
changing
pressure
too
was
quickly.
crazy. Yeah, exactly. It's like you imagine sitting down, you're drinking you're sipping on your little mini soda or mini water that they give you in the airplane.
Your $8 4-ounce soda.
This is why you wear your seatbelt, guys.
Right, exactly. And all of a sudden, you just feel a nice little breeze.
And
Nah,
temperatures.
breeze is gone.
And lower temperatures. It's like, it's freezing up there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Oh, this goes to show you got to wear a hoodie.
Exactly.
Or
Got
a
to wear
vest,
that what's it called? That heat tech from Uniqlo.
There you go. Or Omni Heat from Columbia.
Right. So
What
yeah,
else?
that was an interesting story as far as phones and safety goes.
The other one that I wanted to share is that Japan landed their a rover on the moon,
Okay, that's awesome.
making it the 5th country to put a rover there. Number 1 obviously being the US. Number 2 being the USSR. It made a crater and destroyed itself.
I need that American Eagle sound, bro.
I need soundboard me, Mr. J.
I hear clapping. And I'm like,
Oh dang! It just switched volumes for me.
Well, there you go.
there you
Told
go.
you.
America.
America.
No, but well, it switches for look. It just auto sets is like, nah, this needs to be louder.
It's America.
In America.
There we go. one more for good for the tape. Yeah. What else? So yeah, the first one, obviously with people, was the United States. 48 hours later, a meteor, the USSR, crashed into the moon. They didn't land; it destroyed itself. And then the other one was India, recently as of last year. Number 4 was the Russia with another meteor towards the moon, and then and destroyed itself. And number 5 was Japan, the Nihongo. What do you think?
That's awesome, bro. Let's have more of that.
Both times, USSR and Russia meteors towards the moon,
I was reading, speaking about space and
China. I forgot about China.
I remember I remember hearing I don't know if it was a reel or something, but I'm pretty sure we can definitely look it up, where they were explaining how the best food the best
Don't you
vessel
dare say Chinese. Oh,
the best vessel for food out in outer space or like zero gravity is tacos.
it has to be raw. Really?
Yeah.
I was gonna say ramen, instant ramen.
No, well, the thing is that the last thing they want is like crumbs.
Mhm.
Getting into the implements or whatever and all those high-tech gizmos. So I believe they were saying how using tortillas and eating taquitos,
Non bread.
is a lot more, a lot better for them, in order for them not to have those crumbs flying in the air. So
you're saying that taquerias are gonna make it out first to space?
right, and well, the space station, right? So
The space station. Sorry.
right. So I mean, let's see if I can.
Imagine they train up someone who knows how to make tacos to go up to space.
Al taquero.
Basically,
Those are he's an engineer and the taco sommelier. No,
Yes.
Taco
Taco
soup?
Man,
I
Taco
sent it. I sent it on the chat right here
El Taquero.
on Riverside. Sent it
And
on
also,
chat.
can you share with the squad for the notes later? if you
Oh
will,
yeah,
please?
definitely.
Dang, everyone wants me to disable my ad blocker.
No.
no,
No.
no, no, no,
No,
Don't do
no,
that.
no, sir.
The taco fillings in orbit may be some kind of pre-packaged food that astronauts usually eat, but a simple tortilla can transform it into something far more comforting. Damn, they got those like Taco Bell tacos.
Right, exactly. I mean, ain't no taco placero, but it's I.
You know, one small step for NASA. You know,
NASA.
NASA.
Yeah, los de la NASA.
Los de la masa.
That's great. I like it. Other than that, bro, I mean,
I like at the picture, they all look happy. They're like, we're about to eat some tacos, guys.
yo, bro, tacos is happiness, bro.
They're like, damn. I'm like, damn, this is all they resort to. It's like, this is their enjoyment.
Well, and that's funny because I think they were saying, I heard or was looking at another
There they are.
article speaking about how people feel most happy after eating pasta.
Nani?
Yeah, no, which I totally understand. Oh, they do look happy, bro. Eating tacos, they're like, yo,
Can
pico
you
de
share the link?
gallo,
Share the link when you get the chance, Mr.
lemon
J.
juice.
It's the one that Alan shared.
Oh, thank you.
It's on the chat. Oh, you want me to send it over on
In the squad.
on the squad chat from
Yeah.
on the phone? Okay.
Yes, for longevity. Something that I've noticed, sorry for breaking the fourth wall, that the chat doesn't stay once the recording we stop.
Oh, really?
And,
Okay.
A lot of the time I forget to copy, so we lose the notes. That's why. Sorry about that. Squad, and also dear listeners, you're peeking in under the veil.
All right, bro. I sent it, so hopefully it gets.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
And
Very nice. Very, very. Muy, muy bueno. Tacos al pastor? No, Taco Bell. Dong. Oh, Taco Bell.
hey, you trying to get that Baja Blast or something? I'm down.
Baja Blast.
That Mountain Dew exclusive? Yes. Oh, did you guys do you guys think that the cell phone of choice for these astronauts or is Samsung or Apple?
Probably Samsung.
Yeah, right.
Samsung.
You just hear Samsung.
Is there a soundboard? We have to get that.
No, unless you use that, which I
Hey.
do not give consent.
Song is like the bankai.
Oh, I like that. Banka. Yes.
Yo, you know what's funny? I saw what's this? Bruh. I also don't give consent to that.
Your Honor, you can't
But there's,
retroactively give not unconsent.
Yes, I can.
Objection.
No. But what's it called? There was a reel where like what's his name? Johnny Bosch, the
Oh,
voice
yes.
actor of Ichigo.
Yes, Bleach.
He comes in and he whips. He wants to sell 3 pop figures that he signed. He's like, all right, how much can I get this? He's like, oh, I mean, nice pop figures, man. You got the Black Ranger, Ichigo, and this guy from Sabo or One Piece.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, oh, I see that they're all signed. Who signed them? And he's there. He's just like it's me. It's me, Johnny Young Boss. Whatever his name is, I forgot.
Yeah.
I know his name is Johnny. He's like, who are you? He goes, it's me. He's like, it's like I was the Black Ranger, I was Ichigo,
Pause.
and I was Sabo. Or I am Sabo.
I am him.
He's like, you're the Black Ranger? He's like, yeah, wasn't he the another guy? He goes, well, yeah, that he was also the Black Ranger, but I was once a Black Ranger too. He goes, I don't know. And then they go and ask the little kid, hey kid, do you know who this guy is? He goes, no. He goes, it's me. I played the Black Ranger. Oh, that one guy. And it's a different guy. And he goes, all right. He's like, all right. The Black Ranger. Okay, I see. That's hard. But I was definitely Ichigo and Sabo. He's like, I don't know, man. I'm not really into anime that much. I don't watch anime. I know it's popular and it's expensive, but I don't know, man. And he goes, he does the whole pose. He's like, Bun Kai. And he goes, what are you doing? He's like, I'm doing the thing. He goes, no, I don't know, man. It's kind of weird.
Pause.
He goes, screw you guys. And he grabs his pop figures and leaves. And as he's leaving, the guy's like, yo, wasn't that Johnny Young Bosch? And he goes, who? The Black? He's like, who? He's like, the Black Ranger. He was the Black Ranger. He goes, oh, you mean that one guy? He's like, no, he was the other guy. And he was also Ichigo. He's like, oh, I didn't know. Bruh.
It's like, I'm out. Forget you guys.
That's crazy. Oh, by the way, I just remembered. I wanted to give a big shout out to Josue because he helped me not too long ago upgrade my chipset or my my
chipset?
memory. Yeah, the memory on my
The
Pro
storage.
9. Yeah, on my Surface Pro 9.
You expanded.
Yeah. So a round of applause for my man's
Applause.
Josue.
Applause.
And then
Oh, he got more.
all that. Yes. Thank you, Mr. J.
Yes, no problem.
And
Have
now,
to get him off that 256.
yo, but what was crazy is that we kind of figured that, oh yeah, let's watch a YouTube video to see if we can figure this out. And unfortunately, the YouTube video that we were watching kind of was a little weird at some point, and it made it harder than it really needed to be.
Yeah, basically the guy, he created a recovery partition, but it was only partial. And he's like, okay, then we download the partition directly from Microsoft, copy into a folder, and be done.
Yeah.
Transfer that, and you should be good. The problem was that the partition from Microsoft was corrupted
From the source.
from the sauce. So instead, what you can do is just make an entire recovery partition from scratch with your computer.
Does that take long?
It takes a while, but it takes as much as the other way did,
Right.
and that works fine.
Got to hit him with
So more of the story is just, oh no. So it's like more of the story is just use the tools that Windows have. Don't download anything else.
But the recovery, not the partition.
Yeah, don't actually download the partition from Microsoft. Might be corrupted.
Question: have you heard that Microsoft is doing something with their keyboards?
which keyboards?
Their 2024 models or 2025? That they're
For
switching a button. They're switching out something on their keyboard and adding something. Let me do some research real quick.
okay.
I think Copilot with something with their Copilot program.
Oh, maybe they're trying to integrate a button for their AI.
Let's see. Let me check. Let's see. The new Copilot key will replace the menu key application key that was introduced alongside the Windows key decades ago. It will be placed next to the right-hand Alt key on most keyboards, with the placement varying by OEM and across different markets. On the right side.
So yeah, it's the little like page on your keyboards. It might not be for all of them, like mine doesn't have it, but it basically does the same as right click.
Really?
So they're probably replacing that with the Copilot key.
Have you guys ever used a Copilot? Or what's the difference between Copilot, Bing,
Smash.
and those two basically? What's the main difference?
I have no idea.
I think Bing is the web application,
Hmm.
and then Copilot is the desktop application.
Like AI, if you will, on the chipset, if you will, versus a internet connection requirement.
Well, I don't know if it's on the chipset. I think it's using the same server as the Bing one.
Oh, it's a server-based thing. Okay. I didn't know.
Mm-hmm. I think at least. I don't know.
You think, therefore you are.
I am Batman.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. And from earthly stuff, I just found out that NASA will be
Smashing.
postponing their Artemis program. Let me share sauce.
Artemis is the name of a woman.
No, I thought it was a devil.
No. That's what people
that's a
confuse it
YouTuber.
with it sometimes.
Isn't it the character from Don Machi?
Basically, yeah.
Who I think is based off of a Greek god.
and now Greek gods are becoming waifus again in anime.
And there you go. It all turns back to the women. Marco's like, please hold.
Link shared.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm like, why? Tell me why.
Marco's like, ain't nothing but a hurry.
Let me share screen.
You gonna share what, Marcos? What's
Share
cool?
screen.
What?
Share screen, Marcos.
Shirley?
Share screen.
Who's Shirley?
Shirley Temple.
Basically.
Rest in
Hold up,
peace.
I'll be back.
The Artemis program.
Artemis Pro.
Ooh, until September 2025, dear listeners. Screen shared. After being scheduled for November of 2024, there has been basically this entire year is gone. Why? Why did it say that, Alan?
Delays for both the Artemis 2 and Artemis 3 missions were part of an effort to ensure crew safety. According to NASA, which said it had uncovered issues, or this is a quote, uncovered issues that require additional time to resolve, unquote, including a, quote, again, battery issue, unquote, and issues with security control, air ventilation. Circuitry, there you go. Thank you, Mark. Circuitry control, air ventilation, and temperature control. This is a developing news story and will be updated. So yeah.
Dang it. Oh, talking about batteries, isn't there something with Tesla right now going with a recall?
I'm not sure. I haven't done any studying up on that, but the only thing Tesla worthy that I of information that I remember right now is that the car rental company Hertz is selling off a lot of its EV fleets. So it might be a great opportunity for some people if they're looking to buy an EV like a Tesla, to probably go and try to get a Tesla on the cheap from Hertz. So let me see if I can get an article for you really quick. Hertz selling Teslas.
Brought to you by Bing. Hashtag not sponsored.
Yes, I'm actually on Bing. trying to look for this news articles. All right, so
Wasn't also like recently the Tesla? Is the Cybertruck even live right now? Is it? Because I heard that was already in a car accident, and I don't know the full details.
yeah, I'm not quite sure. Here, I'll send it here, and then I'll send it on
Please and thank you.
the group chat as well. All right, so this is an article from what's it called? From CNBC. So Hertz makes agile decision to shift strategy and sell EVs, Teslas. So the key points here, there are three. Hertz announced last week that it would be selling roughly a third of its fleet of electric vehicles and roughly 20,000 cars that are predominantly Teslas. That signaled the second point. That signaled a further reversal away from the car rental company's previously stated goal of converting at least 25% of its entire fleet of cars to EVs by the end of 2024. And then the third point, weakening demand, declines in consumer spending, and more competitive EV market have led several automakers to cut plans to produce more EVs and prices of existing cars. This kind of leads to, I think, a couple of days ago, Toyota announced that they were going to suspend making more EVs.
Why? Because of the market?
Yeah,
That makes. I mean, I guess because they gotta have a profit margin, right?
I'm guessing it's a lot more expensive to make them than actually sell them.
With the Riviera truck and what else? What other truck was it?
I think it was more along the lines of cars that are very similar to like the what's that Toyota, the hybrid that people would make fun of? I forgot the name.
The Bolt?
No, the other one.
The Jeep electric one?
No, that's a Jeep. That's not a Toyota.
Sorry.
No, you're good, bro.
I don't know. No, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
The hybrid that Toyota had made for a long time, and people would joke on it because it looked pretty silly as far as like the design of it, right? So I think they're trying to scale back on doing pure EV plays and maybe doing more hybrids, but trying to shift their attention more on regular gasoline cars. So again, let me if I remember the name of the cars that people would make fun of, I'll definitely let you in on that. Let's see if I can. All right, so this is another CNBC article. Let me send it your way real quick. One, and let me send it on here as well. Okay, so
First Tesla Cybertruck crash on public roads leaves driver with minor injury.
Oh dang, yeah, that's Motor Juan. Yes. All right, and then this is CNBC's why Toyota, the world's largest automaker, isn't all in on electric vehicles. And again, the three key points here. The first one being Toyota, the king of hybrid vehicles, has come under scrutiny by some environmentalist groups for its cautiousness on investing in fully electric vehicles. The second point, the company doesn't believe battery electric vehicles are the only solution to producing more sustainable vehicles and achieving carbon neutrality. I think that's a really great point that Toyota makes. And the third one is Toyota has a goal to produce 3.5 million electric vehicles by 2030, which would be more than a third of its current sales, while rival automakers promise to exclusively offer such vehicles. So that's basically what's going on with Toyota. So they're not fully on board with this whole converting everything to EVs because it's like, again, to their second point, the company doesn't believe battery electric vehicles are the only solution to producing more sustainable vehicles and achieving carbon neutrality. I think that's a really great point. I think one of the issues right now in the wintertime for people that have EVs, like a Tesla or anything that's electric, the batteries on these cars take a lot longer to boot up and start your car. And depending on how cold it is outside, it might be that your car doesn't turn on, or now you have to get your car towed to the nearest charging station because your battery doesn't work fully to the capabilities it's supposed to because of the cold weather. So that's another thing people have to take into account. And in the car that I was thinking about earlier was the Prius hybrid. That's the car, Prius. So if you were to look up a Prius, those are not very good-looking cars.
They're practical. It's more towards the practical.
Yeah,
Or it's
exactly.
trying to make its own style. No, I mean that's another thing I didn't think about until now.
Well, I guess they wanted to make it look different enough, so people kind of distinguish what it is, instead of like thinking, oh, it needs to look like a awesome little racing car or something like that, like with sexy lines. And they kind of just focused on the practicality of it, which I totally agree with you, Marcos. I think that was basically what they wanted to do. And I guess for better or for worse, a lot of people kind of were like, yeah, not for me, not for me.
That ain't for me, Chief.
Exactly.
So here's the scoop on that vehicle accident, with the Tesla Cybertruck.
Cybertruck? Yeah, I got demolished.
The other car, not the truck.
Yeah. It looked like the Cybertruck pulled up on him and just beat up the car. They went, no, not in my town.
Oh, let me see.
I got the screen
Scroll
sharing right
down,
now.
Marcos. Yeah, I think that was the worst of it.
A bumper.
Yeah, that's where it got hit by the other car. And then if you see keep going. Keep going.
Whoa.
Oh, it might have more pictures there. Basically, I think it was like a Toyota Corolla. Yeah, it was gone. Like it got totaled.
It has video.
Pause. Right there, see? Oh, whoa, Marcos.
I don't know what this is.
What is that?
What is this?
Close it. No, those are stop. Press
Oh,
X,
no.
press X, Marcos, press X. Right there, on the right, it's gone.
The Toyota's gone.
Yeah, you can't even tell if it's a Toyota anymore.
It got
See you inside.
Yeah, it got crushed, bro.
even though the Cybertruck has the front boot bump. What's the space where you?
It was just like the lining of the back of the wheel that like really came up, and then like some of the frames got bent. But I mean, it's not as bad as that. Like that's not drivable. I'm pretty sure the Tesla Cybertruck is still drivable.
Nothing
Pop
happened
the
to
wheel.
it.
Pop the wheel back on, like Legos.
Basically,
Keep going.
Is that
They give-
bad PR or good PR in your opinion for the truck?
I mean, like I don't think it's a good idea to show people that your car can wreck others.
Yeah.
I mean, but this one he didn't hit the person.
Like,
the
I-
Corolla hit him.
I guess out of the situation, I think the question is like, who would you rather be? Is probably the better question, right?
Yeah.
Would you rather be the guy in the Tesla truck or the guy in this other car? Basically, that's what it comes down to.
True.
So-
True. And the other thing is, would you like now with going back to Alan's situation, that explaining that with extreme weather conditions, depending on the season and where you live in the United States in this situation,
Merc,
Eagle, please. Eagle, can I get an Eagle, please?
Marcos, do it. Do it.
I'm literally sharing screen. Something.
All right.
But yeah.
Yes.
But what do you think,
was-
Mr. J, or Alan? Northeast side of the United States right now, as of this recording today was the coldest. I think that I remember the coldest day, like what, like 11 degrees,
-0, right?
11 degrees without the wind. And
With the wind,
with the
sub-zero.
winds like 10, like sub-zero temperatures.
Yes.
But Marcos, are you
Wouldn't-
not friends with the wind?
Not the cold one. It's cool. It's frosty.
Stay frosty, man.
Yes, but yeah, like would you rather like what are the temperature ratings? Because I know that I don't know if they're the same temperature restrictions, safety zones as like the rovers. They're rated up to -50 and all those.
Marcos,
those
please. There's only one rover that we know and love.
The Mars rover. Oh yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
Come on, man. What do you mean Mars rover?
This one is roving the Earth. You say.
Exactly.
But dear listeners, just as peeking under the veil again, Mr. J's vehicle, I lovingly nicknamed him Rover, in honor of the Rover, the Rover family, if you will. Is it red? No, maybe. The choice, you will find out eventually if you see it on the streets. But yeah,
But it's illegal, of course.
basically. But yeah, so yeah, the car got ruined.
No, it got run on.
It got ruined.
So
So
basically,
basically, the Corolla was like, "You're in the wrong neighborhood," and
They
then
ran those
boom,
pockets.
and then the Cybertruck is like, "No, you in my neighborhood now."
They ran each other's pockets.
but so basically, you were speaking about Marco's extreme temperatures kind of mess up the
Too hot or
batteries.
too cold? Yes.
Yeah, the battery, the way the battery works for EVs. So I think that's a big issue right there. So too
Because they're
cold,
rated for -50 and like 120 or 200 degrees.
right?
So-
Celsius. I'm sorry.
And the car
I
starts.
don't know. I don't know.
The car starts shutting down on you. Doesn't
No,
want to
it's good.
start.
It's still within the parameters.
Wait for the Cybertruck.
No, just for EVs in general.
They're ready for how much?
I think -50 to like a.
I have no clue. That's a good. That would be something to look up because I
It's
have
just
no idea.
the
America.
the protocol. No, the it'll be just as an EV user to always create a extra time to go charge your vehicle versus just loading up on gas. But I'm not an EV.
I mean, wouldn't it be less efficient electric car in the cold?
it'll be more efficient.
No, it should be less
Not
because
less, bro. You wouldn't
There's
be
less
able to
because
charge it up.
it takes the energy it usually outputs, and then the energy amount to keep the battery heated enough.
Or running.
Yeah,
I don't
because
know.
there's a larger discharge when the battery is colder because it has to also keep it warm.
Literally, yeah.
Cells
I
at
don't
work.
know. I'm not an EV expert.
Neither am I.
But you know what you are, Marcos? American.
That's right.
America. Man, at this point, you should just have like the national anthem.
Like,
Oh no, I don't think.
It's like you shoot
It's like,
first.
that shouldn't be copyrighted, so we should be good.
It's like Marcos, you shoot first, ask questions later.
America.
In lieu of instructions, you resort to destruction.
No, it's America.
But yeah, that's that part. And then,
Marcos, have you seen the video?
Hey there, Marcos here. This marks the end of part 1 of this recording. Join us next week on the posting of part 2. Also, there's a video version of this podcast posted every Thursdays of the week. The podcast is posted on Tuesdays and the video on Thursdays, unless otherwise told. So, enjoy. From the bottom of my heart, Marcos and the LTS squad, signing out.